Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 78 of Techopolis 3, where today, well, we get the Cheesium ore behind me. How do we do it? Well, you're going to have to watch this episode. But before we do that, I want to thank you guys for a wonderful 2025. If you haven't watched the rest of this series, now's the time to do it with us taking a 2-week hiatus. So dive right into the rest of the series. But yes, we will finish up this series at the start of 2026. A lot of changes are coming to the channel, so just sit right back and enjoy every one of them. And until next, I was about to say until next time, but until then, thank you. You are my friends. I will see you guys in this episode after we dive right into it. Alright, guys, let's hop into this episode today. First, let's head to the moon. I want to make these following globes. And the reason why is I want a stack of each of the globes, stuff that they give. Like this one will be Mercury. We have Venus here. So we just need the Mars globe, which is the final globe I'm actually processing right now. I'm going to let this do these dust up real quick. And before we go much further, we're going to right click that with the entangled block. All right, I'm going to come over here to this. I want one stack of each of these because, let's see here, we need, and one stack of this. Actually, we don't even need one stack worth. I think we need a total of 6. Right? That melts into 250 molten cheese. We need 4,000 or 2,000, so 8 space cheese. So we need 8 of them. And I think we have fruit here, right? Yeah, we do have the fruit here. So we'll be fine. We have the 8 fruit that we need. So what we need to do is Venus globe in here. We're going to put those in there and make 8 Venus globes. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. We'll take the Venus out of here. 8 of those. And once that gets done, we can push in the Mars with 8 of those. Take the Mercury one out. Once that gets done, we can put these ores back in here. And I think that is everything from those. All right, so now we can put these. Can we set these globes down? Oh yeah, there we go. Fun. All right, so Why do we only have 5 Marstone? For some odd reason, it didn't make all of the Mars. All right, there we go. All right, so now we're back at our base. There we go. We set all of those down. We can toss the Mars stone, the Mercury stone, and the Moonstone up in here. We will teach this how to make space cheese, which requires this moon curds. Moon curds. Can we teach this how to make moon curds? We need milk with fruit juice to make moon curds. Okay, so fruit. We'll take 8 of these. Milk. Let's see here. Is the only way to get this is by a milker with a cow. All right, so we need a cow. So let's look at this. Cow, not clow, cow. Summoning with dirt and leather will give us a cow. So summoning block will give us a basic Techium. And I don't know, do we have summoning block? No, we don't have the summoning block blueprint. So we need 24 basic researches. So we need 2 more of those. That should get us the thing. Now we need seeds. It looked like it said 24 seeds, so we will go with wheat seeds. All right. It's like, wait. That didn't seem right. So we'll get our summoning here. There we go. Summoning. Now we need dirt and leather. We'll just take some of this. And now we have this summoning block. We can put that in there, get this summoning block, something we should have had already. But, you know, I was not thinking that we would be needing it. So this be the first time me using the summoning block. So we'll come over here, set it down, say right here. We can put those in there. All right, so now we have a cow. I thought it would give us a cow egg, so that's a little bit different than what I was expecting. So let's see here. Fence. give us almost a little bit of this, just enough to do this real quick. I'm wanting to set the milker, say, right here. And let's go get a lead. We should have some leads, I think. No, we don't. Can we make leads? No, we can't. Books. Let's grab some of these, go in here, put this in here, and say slime ball. Because we only need one for a lead. Okay, so now we've got a couple of leads. Where are you, Cal? You're over here. Okay, come with me. Come with me, and you'll be a cow in a milker. Come on. Come on. Now I want you here, cow. Cow, why are you being stupid? All right. Let's see here. I am looking for power close by, and I think I know where some is. Yep. All right, so now we can place some dirt there. We will go up underneath here. And oh, we do have energy pipes already on us. So let's get this hooked up here. This milker. Right here. There we go. It should be giving power to that milker. And that milker should now be filling up with milk. It is. It's filling up with milk, not at a high pace, but high enough that it should be fine. All right. All right. So what is it now that we need? Oh, now I remember one of the things I wanted to do. That multi-dimensional thing, I wanted to set this up right here. Hit it with this and go back to the moon. I need to claim and chunk claim this stuff here. If you notice here, I did, like I said, guys, I did increase the number of blocks that we could have. All right, those are all chunk claimed. All right, so they should be running. Now that has the drawer controller in the moon. So now we can just put a storage thing on it and a cable. All right, storage, cable. Now we should see the dash. Yeah, there we go. We see the dash. We see all the stuff in there, so we should be fine. So now, back to the cheese. We need the milk to make the curds with a fluid injector. Let's make this. Let's make another ultimate tank. Because we really don't want to just be using ones with creosote oil already fully in it. Because that's going to be for the unlimited creosote oil. There we go. Now we have this fluid injector here. You know what? We can make also another ultimate pipe. Because we could somehow hook this up to the network. We'll figure it out. If we really need milk, we'll hook it up. Otherwise, it'd just be there storing milk. Do we not have any regular pipes? Logistical mechanical pipes. We don't have any mechanical pipes on us. That was the weird thing. Okay, so we'll come over here. Ooh. All right. Ultimate mechanical pipe, a fluid tank. Get in there to wrench that. There we go. The milk is now flowing into there. We can now have the fluid tank coming up here to this, the fluid injector, which does require power, so we're going to have to add power to it. I guess in a sloppy method. But, you know, doesn't matter. I mean, all right, so now we can, where is it? There it is, configurator. Milk's going into here. So now we set this in here, the moon fruit. It will make these moon curds, which will then be getting us the cheese that we need. Alright, so we'll take this off for right now and teach it how to make the cheese. The cheese is as follows. All the stones from Stellaris. It is STELLARIS. And we can say stone. New filter. Moonstone. There we go. Moonstone will be black. Save. New filter. Item. We'll say Marstone to black. Venus stone. Right? That's Venus cobblestone. Venus stone to black. And Mercury stone. Chiseled, polished Mercury stone. There we go. To black. And new filter. Hertz. Moon curds go to blue. Save. All right. Now we should have the 8 done up here. We also have almost 8 buckets of milk, which is good. And now we can type in space cheese and tell it to make us 8 of these. The reason why we want 8 is, well, we're going to melt them down in a melter. So, what is that initial item called? It was way back here in dirt. I think it was. No, hot stone. Melting. There we go. Simple solidifier tank and that type stuff. Okay. Simple controller. We need a simple tank and solidifier like we have right here. All right. And now we need a dimensional stone. Doesn't matter which one we take. We'll take one of these dimensional emeralds here, which I still want to build up more of. All right, so we've got our 8 cheeses. All right, so we put our 8 cheeses in here. They will melt. And when they get done, they'll go over here to our simple solidifier. See, we see here molten cheese. And we take a dimensional ore. Doesn't matter which dimensional ore you use. That's why I chose emerald. And now we have dimensional Cheesium ore. Well, now with dimensional Cheesium ore here, get this back to producing the seeds again. With dimensional Cheesium ore here, we can now process them like Cheesium ingots. So let's set up the Cheesium pattern here. So Cheesium, we'll say 2 of you will equal 20 of these, the Cheesium dust. We need patterns, so let's get patterns. Just a few real quick. Doesn't matter how many you make. There we go. We got 2 to start with. That's more than enough for this. And now we can say Cheesium dust. If we smelt it, become Cheesium ingots. Okay, so we can now tell it 20 of those become 20 of those Cheesium nuggets. All right. So now we just add those to this over here. Like this one will get the Cheesium dust, and the smelter one will get the Cheesium ingots. The reasoning behind this will not be until next episode of this, but let's go down here and I will show you this. Cheesium, this is where we're at. We need molten. Oh, okay, we don't need molten Cheesium, just the dimensional Cheesium ingots. What I was hoping to do was be able to get the alien ingot today. We're not going to be able to do that, so that will be the goal of next episode. Is that so? I'm gonna wrap things up here, guys. As I said in the opening, this will be the last episode for the year 2025. Thank you guys for being here this year. There will be some changes, hopefully, with the channel that you guys will enjoy. So I'm asking you guys, hit that like button, come back, share this channel with your friends. It does mean a lot to us here. We do look forward to spending next year with you guys. And until then, later, Gators.